Brought to America by German and Swedish immigrants, this unique blend of sugar, spice, and carbs makes for the ultimate breakfast treat. Guys, I'm talking about cinnamon rolls. Meet me in the kitchen. Okay guys, thank you so much for meeting me back in the kitchen. I'm Pam and this is Cooking at Pam's Place, and today we're getting ready to make some amazing cinnamon rolls. These cinnamon rolls are quick and easy because for our dough, we are using canned biscuits. I'm going to show you just how to get up early in the morning just like me and whip these things up in no time. And if you want to learn how to make all kind of homemade food and dishes, easy, simple, made from scratch, mostly, then take a second and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so you won't miss anything. And then just keep hanging around because I have a whole channel full of recipes that'll get you there. Let's get busy. Okay, for our ingredients, you can use any canned biscuits. Just make sure they're the flaky kind. So get used to, I have some jumbo flaky biscuits here, and this is what we're going to be using. You'll need some brown sugar, cinnamon. Now you can switch up the spice depending on the time of the year or what you like. You can use pumpkin spice, allspice, any kind of spice you want. You can even put some chocolate in here if you want. We're going to be adding in some pecans, and you're going to need some butter softened and a little flour. I'm using my countertop as my workspace, so whatever space you use, make sure it's impeccably clean because this is where our dough will be. In the meantime, go ahead and make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is make sure you put a little flour on whatever surface you're using. Doesn't need to be a lot, but you will need some down there. Let's go ahead and open our biscuits. Ooh, that popped really quick and easy. That aside, open them up. Now we're going to take these biscuits one at a time here. So I'm going to leave them in here. And the first thing you need to do, make sure your counter is floured. Put a little flour on both sides and roll that biscuit out some. We're going to be creating a rectangle, so we have to roll them all out. Don't worry about them being too thin because they're still going to rise and be nice and flaky. Just like that. You can put a little flour on the other side, and then we're going to sit this one aside and just keep doing the next one. You want to do this. This is a pack of 8 biscuits. You want to do this until all your biscuits are completely rolled out. So I'm going to roll all of these biscuits out, and then we'll be back so I can show you what we're going to do next. Okay, we've got all of our biscuits rolled out. Now put just a little bit more flour on your surface here. Spread some of that out, don't want too much. And now we're just going to lay these out. It doesn't really matter how you lay them out. Make sure they overlap some. You want them to overlap. We're going to put 4 here. And 4 on the top. Then we're going to roll them again to make sure they combined. And any seams you have in the end, we're going to push those together. So we're going to have one big rectangle. So it doesn't matter how you roll it. Just roll it together. Roll it up, roll it back. As you can see, they're coming together. You have a hole, pinch it, pinch them together. You just want a big rectangle in the end. We're going to flatten that side out. More of a rectangle shape. The more of a rectangle shape you have, the more the filling will fit in there pretty good. So push the ends in if you need to and roll those out. It doesn't have to be perfect now. Don't worry about that. Nothing perfect here. Just trying to make it look as much like a rectangle as we possibly can. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is have some softened, almost melted. As you can see, some of it's melted, some of it's not. You don't want it completely melted because you want the thickness on there. So we're going to spread this butter all over all of our dough. Just get in there really good. The more butter, the better. You know what I say, butter makes everything better. Yes. Oh my goodness, this is going to be amazingly delicious. These are the easiest cinnamon rolls made from canned biscuits that you will ever make, especially when you wake up and you need a special treat early in the morning. You don't have time to bake a cake or anything. This is absolutely perfect. Delicious cinnamon rolls. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of this butter on here and we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our brown sugar here, and I'm going to leave all the ingredients down in the description for you guys. You want to sprinkle this brown sugar all over your dough. Just get in there with your hands and spread it around. Don't need any fancy tools or anything. I can't wait to have a cinnamon roll. Next, you're going to go in and sprinkle cinnamon or whatever spice you're using all over the top. This smells amazingly delicious. Okay, after the cinnamon, if you are choosing to use nuts, this is where you want to sprinkle your nuts. Now, I've chopped my nuts because we don't want big whole pieces of nuts in our cinnamon roll. We'll put some on top as well. Okay, now for the fun part. First of all, I have my baking dish here and I have it sprayed with some oil. We need to roll this whole thing up. So you want to start just by rolling it up, starting with one edge. Once you get that edge going, just keep going up, rolling it. It will turn into a complete roll. Just keep rolling it. Roll it all the way down each end as you go. Should get to the point where you can just kind of roll it like I'm doing now and just keep it moving all the way. Make sure you don't forget your ends. Don't worry about if anything falls out because your ends are open, so something will fall out and that's just fine. Keep it rolling until it's all rolled up. Okay, you want to kind of have it tight. So once you get it there, push it in, make sure it's tight. You may have a little bit more on one end than the other, that's fine. Make sure your roll feels tight to you. Not super tight, but you want it to be tight. So now you just want to cut these off. I'm going to cut this end off just to make the end even. And yes, we'll bake this mini one too. And the size you make them depends on the size that you want them. Cut this end off as well, just so that our ends will be a little bit more even. So you can eyeball it and see if you can get as many as you can out of here, which is what I'm going to do. Starting here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have a dozen. Now, you can get more out of yours if you make them smaller, but this is the size that I wanted to make them. And as you can see, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? So you want to sit it. Make sure your seams are touching each other on the sides. Sit them face up. That way the seams will stay together as they bake. These smell amazingly delicious. Okay, so this is what they look like going into the oven, and I have them loosely together. They are touching where the seams are, but I want to give them some room to expand as well. Bake them according to the package instructions, so that's about 15 minutes. While these are baking, we're going to come back on and make our icing. We'll be right back. Okay, so while our cinnamon rolls are in the oven, we're going to make our cinnamon roll icing. Now, I will have these ingredients and things in the description so you can make it at home too, but in here I have some slightly softened cream cheese and butter, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that. Now, you can use a regular blender, you can use a mixer. I'm just going to use my emulsion blender right quick since I have it out. And you just want to kind of combine your cream cheese and butter first. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. Then we're going to go ahead and add in some of our powdered sugar. And to that, we're going to also add some heavy cream. Ooh, we are done. We are done. Don't they look amazing? See how much they spread out? I actually put them in the middle of the tray here and see how much they spread out. Oh my goodness, they smell delicious. Let's go ahead and ice them, and then I'm going to plate them up, bring you guys in closer, and you know we got to eat one. We have to taste one. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let me see here. Just go ahead. That's why you want your icing to be pourable, because they're still warm, and you can just go ahead and pour them over there any way you like. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Delicious. Thank you so much for coming by. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. Easy cinnamon rolls from canned biscuits. Amazing. A little bit more icing on here now that I got my nuts on here. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, we are all done. If you could be in here and smell this, take another look. I've plated them up. Don't they look amazingly delicious? Oh my goodness. And yes, I got one of the little ones right there for me to eat. Yes. Don't forget to go over to my website, cookingatpamsplace.com, and sign up for the monthly exclusive recipes. It's 100% free. All I need is your email address, and I will send you an exclusive recipe each month, as well as email notification every time I drop a video. So head on over. I'd like to see all of you all sign up. Like I said, it don't cost you nothing. It's free 99, so why not? Ooh, let's taste, let's taste. Ooh. I am dropping my nuts. Child. You will never go to Cinnamon Bun again. You will never buy a cinnamon roll again. This is delicious. Oh my goodness. The nuts, the icing. And the roll itself. I feel like climbing back in bed and just having my coffee and my cinnamon rolls. I'm not going to keep you all any longer because I need to go get my coffee and sit down with my cinnamon rolls. So, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and share it out. Let everybody you know. So, share it out, share it out. And don't forget to subscribe. Help your girl out and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.